All right, this is Scott Garibay, and let's continue talking about Chapter 4 of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. And this is the end of the chapter, and this is the ending event of the chapter, and I want to talk about it and really kind of get into exactly what is happening with this event, and it's huge. All right, let's get into this. So basically, the characters have met Landro, the AI. I think it's pretty clear that's exactly what it is. So they get this, so they get this Landro AI. They have a conversation with him. They have either decided to put him into an id crystal, or they've decided to abandon him here and let him die inside of the of this stuck in Mount Ironrot Colossus. This Colossus that's been literally fused into a mountain, right? So they have either decided to abandon Landro, or they've decided to take Landro with them, and they've done the work to put him into an id crystal, right? And remove his identity and take him with them, right? What's interesting is at this point they're at the gray matter engine, and they know where the rod piece is. But they also know if they remove the rod, the third piece of the rod of 7 parts, then they are going to then they will set off Landro the Colossus's self-destruct sequence. I love this aspect. So basically, this is classic. Every single Die Hard movie you've ever seen, it's the classic. Hey, you're going to pull this piece out. That is going to set off the self-destruct sequence. If you don't get out of Landro in time, you will die, period. Now, I actually did the math, and there is barely enough damage to kill the player characters if Landro goes off. I would highly recommend, this is a change I would recommend, change the damage to 40d12. And what's going to happen is you will trigger massive damage, right? And so basically, it'll be 40d12, which is at its max about 480 damage. No character is going to survive it, and the reason why is your characters at 13th level are going to have about 100, maybe max 130 hit points, right? So at this point, I really encourage you, increase the damage to 40d12, and then make it hyper clear to the Dragon Masters and say, listen, right? If you pull this thing out, you have to get out of Landro. If you are in Landro when it self-destructs, you will die, right? We're gonna roll the damage, but I'm telling you right now, there's almost no possibility you will live through this. It's a 90% lock that your character will die right here, right? And this is really critical because the player characters are going to need to have their path ready, right? And execute with flawless perfection, right? And the reason why is these are 13th level characters at this point, right? And this is the exact time that's right. It's been forecast to say, listen, you're 13th level now. You're going all the way up to 20th level. You need to be on your game. You need to be playing tight. You need to be playing smart. And if you don't, your player character, your Dragon Master character will die, right? That's it, right? And I actually love this aspect. It's one of my favorite moments in Vecna, Eve of Ruin to this point. I think it's perfectly executed, and I'm really down for the way they actually did this and positioned this. It feels like an epic action movie ending, and I think it really challenges Dragon Masters to bring their best game. I am absolutely loving Vecna, Eve of Ruin. I'm really proud of Amanda Heyman for doing design lead work on at least her second book. She did Strixhaven, which was phenomenal. Probably the most important book ever D&D canon hardback that's ever been printed. But she really knocked it out of the park here. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. The important part is when I hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.